From the city of brotherly love and Citizens Bank Park, a great night for baseball ahead on the show. It's the Arizona Diamondbacks taking on the Philadelphia Phillies. First pitch coming your way next.
And now, please welcome your Philadelphia Phillies.
Just about to get underway and towing the slab, Taijuan Walker. Tell us about him in that sub-3 ERA, Siggy.
Well, anytime you can keep your ERA under 3, you're doing a lot of things right, and you're putting your team in a position to win a lot of ball games as well. And he's doing tremendous out there on the mound. Every time he gets the ball, you expect him to go out there and dominate, and that's what he's been to this point. We'll see how he is today.
This is Corbin Carroll. That one the other way. Jump throw, and very nicely done for the out.
Batting second, shortstop, Geraldo Perdomo.
Next to hit for Arizona, Geraldo Perdomo. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1. Perdomo, in his 4th year, 25 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. One out, bases empty. Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Kicks and fires. Hit on the ground to short. Trey Turner gloves it. Quick start here this evening. 2 out, top of the first. Time to take a look at the Diamondbacks lineup. In that cleanup spot, a key piece for this club, Josh Naylor.
Well, he's an important part of this lineup for sure. I mean, there's no doubt about it, Boog. It's somebody that they try to feed off of. He does a lot of things, very well up there at the plate. He's got a presence about him, and, he's a guy that you really kind of like to watch swing the bat.
Pavin Smith in the box now. No balls and a strike. 2 outs, base is empty.
That's a ball.
Just missed with a good breaking ball in. Looking for that hitter to chase and perhaps get some weak contact or a swing and miss. Good job on both sides.
Two down, nobody on. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Really nice job of 2-strike hitting in that at-bat. Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
And now it's Josh Naylor. First pitch, not close. Smith off of first with 2 away. In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone. That's a strike. 1-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. Fights that one away, still 1-2. To the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. One left for Arizona. So now the Phillies offense will see what they can do. No score. Major League Baseball is on the show. Back at Citizens Bank Park. And today's starting pitcher, Zach Gallen. Chris, he's got the ability to take control of a game when he's out there.
Well, incredible mound presence, and he's going to attack hitters. You look at that strikeout per 9 ratio over 10 coming into this start. So he's a pitcher that wants the ball. He's aggressive. He knows that he can get the swing and miss, especially when he needs it most. We'll see how effective he is in this one.
Bryson Stott, the leadoff batter, as he swings through it for strike one. One of the things amazing with Zach, think about the players he's been traded with and for. In December of 17, he and Sandy Alcantara were dealt to Miami from the Cardinals for Marcell Ozuna. Then ultimately in July of 19, he went to Arizona for Jazz Chisholm. That misses the zone, and it's 2-1. That one fouled off. To the right side, and that one handled, and he takes it himself for the out. And time now for the Phillies lineup. And a key factor for this club in that leadoff spot, Bryson Stott.
And Boog, he's a fun at bat to watch. I mean, definitely a threat whenever he's got that bat in his hands. But for me, it's all about the mechanics. They're so sound. And when he gets his foot down on time and starts his swing, so much consistency, that bat stays in the zone for a long time, and he squares up the baseball a lot.
This ball's chopped on the ground. And saved. He busted it down the line for that infield single.
Did a nice job getting there. Good throw, but very difficult to get anybody on that one as far as you had to go and throw. You know?
Yeah, no question. Bryce Harper up now. I think one of my favorite moments from his 2024 season was his soccer-style celebration after he hit a home run in London.
Is that when we went with the knee slide?
Exactly, and really into it, too. He yelled, "I love soccer," over and over while going through the high-five line of the dugout.
When in Rome, as they say.
Or London. Gallen checks on the runner, and Turner's back in. Up and in, and the count even 1-1. There goes the runner. Strike in there. Can't field it cleanly. Gets to it and knocks it down.
I think that steal kind of sets the tone, not just for this game, but for the entire series. First inning, game one, so that kind of tells me they're going to be aggressive on offense and try to force the issue whenever they can.
And a ground ball to first. And he handles it himself for the out.
Batting fourth, designated hitter, Kyle Schwarber.
Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here.
He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion, and he's in full speed.
On the corner for a strike.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
Swing and a tapper that rolls foul.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
That misses the zone, and the count 1-2. That's down and
That's a
in.
ball.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Two outs. Fights it off. He'll see another. No score yet, but a runner at third with 2 away. And now the count is full. And another power hitter lurking in the on-deck circle. Nick Castellanos in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Well, he earned his trip to first right there. It's not easy laying off pitches that just miss the zone like that. And it's a real discipline as well. He's put a lot of work into that aspect of his game, and it paid off right there.
Here's Nicholas Castellanos. First pitch, and he just misses. Two on, 2 outs. Close one, doesn't get the call. And that's ball 2.
Ball inside.
Get ready for some action here. Good RBI guy at the plate. Runners in scoring position, and a hitter's count.
Max Kepler in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Turner at third. Schwarber on at first with 2 down. That's a strike, and he inches closer to getting out of the jam.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
Line drive. Gurriel handles the chance, and the inning is over. Phillies leave a couple. Scoreless after 1. Back here in
Leading off for
Philadelphia,
Arizona,
and now the
third
veteran
baseman,
third baseman,
Eugenio
Suarez. Walker back to work. Just missed.
1-0. Nope.
Assigned to home plate duty is Ricky Holiday.
Boog, and something I've heard players saying about Ricky's strike zone is how he will call the high strike. That could be something that's tough to deal with, especially if you've got a pitcher out there coming at you with high velocity.
That one misses in the dirt. Chris, do players ever change their approach in meaningful ways based on who's umpiring, or is it good to just be aware of tendencies so you're not that surprised?
I'd say the latter, because the pitcher's got to pitch to his strengths regardless. The hitter's got to hit to his strength. So you're aware of it, but you have to just hunt for what you can handle.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
From a pitcher's perspective, that's a beautiful splitter right there. As a hitter, you don't like it, but he's commanded his fastball, and out of that same tunnel, that splitter comes, and the bottom just falls out of it.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Batting 6th, left
And
fielder
it's Lourdes Gurriel Jr.
Jr.
Check swing, and he went. And that's strike 1.
The count.
Runner on the go. Swing and a miss. Throw to second.
Usually when you see a team try to steal a base in the early innings, it tells you they want to be aggressive on offense. Try to force the defense to make plays and slow them down. That's exactly what they did right there. So we'll see if that caught stealing changes the offensive approach moving forward.
Just misses the mark outside the zone.
Boog, I'm not sure how he took that right there. I mean, that was an incredible 2-strike pitch.
And that's
Inside, ball
off the
two.
inside edge. 2-2. Second inning here, no score. Line drive ripped down the left side towards the left field corner. Makes the turn and heads for second. The throw in. And that's a double.
Well, a swing like that can help you come
Batting
out of this
second,
struggle. We
center
saw the
fielder,
numbers
Alec
coming into the
Thomas.
ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
One out, runner at second. Here's the center fielder, Alec Thomas. Strike on the inside corner. One out and a runner at second here at the top of the second. Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, he didn't like those first two pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
That one just misses the outside corner. Now 1-2. And that's down and away.
2 strikes.
One out and a runner at second. Line drive. Falls it in, 2 away.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Here's the second baseman. Good power. Not great in the OBP department. And that one clips the corner.
0-1.
And that is downstairs. And 1-1. Swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And a swing and a miss. And that will end the inning. No runs, 1 hit, a double, no errors, and 1 man left. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. We're tied, 0-0. Back here in Philadelphia, here's the veteran outfielder, Max Kepler.
Left fielder, Max Kepler.
In for a strike, 0-1. Next offering is fouled back. Going 2 now. Kepler swings and drives one deep to right. That one's carrying. Up against the wall and brings it in.
Well, that one ended up a lot closer to home run than I thought off the bat. Clearly didn't get it all, but with that wind blowing out to right, almost pushed that one over the wall.
And now it's Alec Bohm. Swings and misses. And it's 0-1.
0-1
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Swings here and blasts one left field onto the track, and he makes the catch.
Batting 8, center fielder,
Johan Rojas
Johan
stands in for the
Rojas.
Phillies. That one's in there. 0-1.
Looks like he sacrificed a pitch right down the middle for tracking and timing. Some good hitters will do that.
On a line, base hit. And that extends the inning.
Big knock there to keep the inning alive and an opportunity to put something in the gap and give the Phillies the lead.
Rafael Marchand.
Now the catcher up to hit, Rafael Marchand. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
If I'm at the dish right now, I am aggressive over the heart of the plate. This guy's been filling up the strikes.
Runner on the go. Pitch misses. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. In the air to left down the line. Reaches for it, but it's foul. Rojas at second with 2 down. Chases that one out of the zone. That's the 3rd out. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 left. We head on down to the top of the 3rd. No score. Back here, Citizens
Leading
Bank
off for
Park.
the Diamondbacks,
Stepping in,
catcher,
Jose Herrera. And that's in the dirt.
Counts 1-0.
Pretty good pitch to take a pass at in a 1-0 count. Just not able to square it up.
And that one fouled off. Swing and a ball popped up. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. 1 away.
Now batting, right fielder Corbin Carroll.
Now it's the right fielder, Corbin Carroll. Grounded out his first time. And he takes a strike. Oh, look at the stop. Fires to first. Nicely done for the out.
Up next for the Diamondbacks, shortstop Geraldo Perdomo.
Here's the shortstop at the plate. Geraldo Perdomo. Grounded out his first time up. The shortstop takes the ball. Center field. Rojas makes the catch, and that is that. Home half of the 3rd coming up. No score. And welcome back to the ballpark. Set for the bottom of the 3rd, and here's the Phillies leadoff man, Bryson Stott. In the air, left field. Gurriel has it sized up and puts the squeeze on that one. 1 up, 1 down.
Woo, he was all over that first pitch fastball. Just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
Here's Trey Turner. Reached on an infield single his first time. Headed towards the corner. And a foul ball.
Hey, partner, back in 2023, Turner homered off the same pitcher twice in the same inning. Only a few players have ever done it, and his were against his former team, the Washington Nationals.
Still tied at 0, last of the third. That one misses. 1-2 to count. Now a screamer into the outfield. Gurriel handles the chance. And that quickly 2 away.
Up next for the Phillies, first baseman.
Here is Bryce Harper. 0 for 1 so far. Ball 1 to Bryce. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. Gurriel handles the chance. That is the inning. On to the fourth, still scoreless. And we're back.
Leading
on
off
to the
for
fourth.
Arizona,
And now the
designated
DH,
hitter,
Peyton Smith. Smith in his 4th year, 29 years old, and he's usually a first baseman, but today he's the designated hitter. Line to left and foul ball.
Some people say that first basemen kind of have the day off regularly because they don't run around a whole lot. But when you think about it, they are involved in just about every single play, and there's a lot of stress that gets put on their legs. So a well-deserved day at the DH spot for him.
The other way, and out number 1 on the grab.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Naylor in the box now as he leaves that one up high. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. 4th inning underway, no score. That's way outside, and a count 2-1. Tap foul at the plate. Swings and misses. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher on the same page right now.
Eugenio Suarez up to the plate now. Foul ball there. Foul ball. Two down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. Got him swinging. Nothing doing for Arizona. Still no score. Ready to go. Bottom four. Here comes Schwartz to the plate.
Designated hitter.
Love coming to
Kyle
Citizens Bank Park. Best
Schwarber.
ice cream in all of the league at the press level. It's only been around since 2004, but plenty of awesome history here already. It's the only stadium with multiple postseason no-hitters. Remember, Roy Halladay did it back in 2010, and the Houston Astros threw a combined no-no in Game 4 of the 2022 World Series.
Swing and a ball ripped right field, and that one back, and that one is gone. That'll fire up the dugout. It's 1-0.
He just sent a jolt of electricity into this stadium with that swing. Just a nice job. Recognizes off speed as that leg hangs in the air a little bit, but he gets it down, hits against a strong and firm front side, and that's knocking a cheesesteak out of somebody's lap.
I would be upset if somebody knocked a cheesesteak out of my lap, I'll tell you that.
I don't think that's possible. You're too quick.
Nick Castellanos at the plate now. In there at the knees. 0-1.
But you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run, go back to work, focus on this next batter.
Nobody on, nobody out with a run in. We're here in the bottom of the fourth.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
The next offering misses. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
1 ball, 2 strikes, McCown.
Got him swinging. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer.
Up next for the Phillies.
Now batting Max
left
Kepler.
fielder,
He's 0 for
Max
1.
Kepler.
And
Ball
that
1,
skips
no
in the
strike.
dirt. Swing and a high fly ball right field. That one back, that one on its way, and it's gone. It's their second home run of the inning, and they add to the lead. It's 2-0.
That's a great way to fire up this crowd. They're feeling it now. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
And here comes Alec Bohm. He's 0 for 1. And there's a foul ball. Bohm, the 3rd overall pick in the 2018 draft out of Wichita State. Still only 1 out here in the inning. That clips the zone. No balls, 2 strikes.
0-2.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That K is his 3rd of the game.
He came out of his mechanics
Up
there.
next
Typically
for the
likes to
Phillies,
shoot the ball the
center
other way,
fielder,
but that time
Johan
a little anxious.
Rojas.
So up next, Johan Rojas. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Just
Ball, that's
missed.
just out.
And now
Back
2-0.
outside.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
Ball 3.
There's a strike. And now 3-1. That clips a corner.
3-2.
Outside, and that is ball 4.
You can stomach a 2-out walk to certain players, but with his speed,
Up next,
this guy
for
out there in the base
Phillies,
pass, it could turn
catcher,
into 2 or 3 bases.
Marchand.
So a man aboard. Here's the Phillies catcher, Rafael Marchand. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. Gallen checks on the runner. Rojas dives back in safely. Pitch out, but no action. Rojas leads off first with 2 down to the inning. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. Hit pretty well in the air out to center. And that's the inning. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. And it's 2-zip. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back at Citizens Bank Park, all set for the start of the inning. Now the left fielder, Lourdes Gurriel Jr. Walker back to work. Close, but called a ball. Ball 1.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
Clips the corner. Strike 1.
Well, these Diamondbacks, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They've hit 7 line drives already, and even though some of them have been for outs, there's nothing wrong with delivering consistent, hard contact. That's almost always going to lead to positive results.
Swings and misses. It's 2-2. And a foul ball. He stays alive. And a rope into center field, base hit. And they have their first base runner since the 2nd inning.
Wasting no
Now
time.
batting,
He's
center fielder,
2 for
Alex
2 now
Thomas.
on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. Alec Thomas now. Lifted in the air, out to left. 1 down.
Now batting, number 13.
Now it's the second baseman. Struck out swinging his first time.
Boog, the runner at first needs to be careful right here. He's dealing with a pickoff artist on the mound.
Tried to check his swing there. Now an appeal to first. Didn't go. Man at first, 1 away. That one hammered center field. Rojas going back on this one. Makes the grab, and there's 2 gone. And here's the catcher,
batting,
Jose Herrera.
Jose
First time up was a
Herrera.
pop out. Ball one low.
Counts 1-0.
Lined, and that's a base hit. Around second is Gurriel. And now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
A lot of hitters
Now
tell
batting,
themselves,
right
line drive
fielder,
over the
Corbin
infielder's head.
Carroll.
That's what I'm trying to do. Just keep that approach simple. And right there, it was perfectly executed. On time with everything, and pulled it into the gap nicely.
Now up next for Arizona, Corbin Carroll. He's grounded out a couple of times. And that is in there for a strike. I believe that's the split. Now a bullet to second base, but he's got it to end the inning. Diamondbacks strand a pair. They're still down. It's 2-0. We head to the bottom of the fifth. Leading off, Bryson Stott.
Second baseman, Bryson Stott.
You know, this guy's great speed is in the back of that pitcher's mind. If he can get on, it's going to give him one more thing he's got to think about.
That one finds the zone, and that is strike one. And a swing and a miss there.
No balls, 2 strikes.
And there's a ball.
Well, he missed badly with that 0-2 fastball. Hitter has to understand, probably wants to try to put him away with that pitch, so got to stay ready for it.
Swing and a miss. Got him to go up the ladder for the K.
That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike
Up
zone, but
next
that's one of the
for the
hardest
Phillies,
things.
shortstop,
When you see a pitch out of the
Trey
hand
Turner.
at eye level, that discipline to remember, I can't hit that pitch. If I can see it really well at eye level, I can't catch up to that pitch when a pitcher's got this kind of velocity.
Turner stands in now and watches strike one.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
Next
1 ball,
offering way off
2
the
strikes.
plate. Base is empty, 1 away. Last half of inning number 5. In the dirt,
2 balls,
2 and 2.
strikes.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Chris, third time through the order, and a couple of quick
Now
outs for the
batting,
starter.
the first
Yeah, he's
baseman,
been very
Bryce
frugal today,
Harper.
economical with the pitch count.
And now it's Bryce Harper to the plate. 0 for 2 in this one. Swings through that.
Oh, he's got to be pretty proud of this outing so
0-1's the
far.
count.
Sometimes guys cower coming into a ballpark like this, but he has attacked hitters. Pitching on the road like this is very impressive. This has been a treat to watch.
That's in there. That's strike 2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
And that's
1
in the
ball,
dirt.
2 strikes.
Missed with a changeup. The count now 2 and 2.
Great job of laying off those pitches down in the zone to even the count up at 2 and 2. Such a better feeling for the hitter.
This one smoked out to left. Gurriel handles the chance. And that is the third out of the inning. Phillies down in order as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Top 6, and the batter will be the shortstop, Geraldo Perdomo. Bounding ball here, rolls foul. That one's in there, and it's 0-2. Movement in the bullpen. Orion Kerkering appears to be getting loose. Hernandez getting cranked up as well. Next pitch is outside. The shortstop takes the ball. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Ripped in the air, left field, and a touchdown for a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
The first move felt like a bit of a guess. You have to be right in those spots or things can get away from you awfully quickly.
And next is the Diamondbacks DH, Pavin Smith, 1 for 2. Swing and a miss as he was late.
Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and hardly order coming up right behind them. This is where they need to get going.
Swing and a ground ball down the line, and it's foul.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. With the tying run at the plate, and we're in the top half of the 6th. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. That one to first. 1 at second. And they get him easily at first. It's a double play.
For me, that's one of the toughest double plays to turn on the infield. The first baseman has to get inside, create a throwing lane to hit that middle infielder to start the double play, and then from there completing it back to first. Really good job all the way around.
Here's Josh Naylor. Outside with a breaking ball. There's a strike up high, and it's 1-1. This one high in the air to left center. And he makes the catch. And that'll do it. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Brandon Pfaadt.
He doesn't get a lot of strikeouts compared to other relievers, so he relies on getting that soft contact and the defense doing work behind him. They'll have to be on their toes with him on the ball.
And Kyle Schwarber will come up. He's already homered in this game.
Kyle Schwarber.
And first offering is fouled off.
Well, these Phillies really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. They really made that opposing starter work in this one. Ran his pitch count up, and now they've got an opportunity to continue making things difficult on the bullpen.
Struck him out without a swing. Called strike 3 and a fastball up in the zone.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
Castellanos in the box again. Takes a strike. Activity in the bullpen. Scott already homered here in this one. With the shift on, hits right into it. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
I think that throw had just as much to do with his footwork as anything else.
Alec Bohm stands in for the Phillies. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
0-1's the count.
And now a man into scoring position.
Boog, we're seeing some shakiness from the defense here in this inning. First an error and now a passed ball. They really need to clean it up and start taking care of the baseball.
Runner at second, 2 down here in the bottom of the 6th. Swings and misses, and it's 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. Phillies strand 1, but they hold a 2-0 lead.
Now pitching.
Welcome back.
Phillies.
We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound. Orion Kirkering.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Eugenio Suarez up to hit now. A strikeout and a walk. Out to short. Trey Turner gloves it. Zips it to first. And the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
Here's Gurriel. Fought off foul. Kirkering, a 6'2" righty, 205 pounds, and he was a 5th-round pick in 2022. Strike 2.
Pitching has been pretty dominant in this one, but you got to be careful. Not working with too big a lead. They could get right back in this ball game if you're not careful.
Next pitch is outside.
Ball 2. 2-2 to count.
Left field, way back there. That one's carrying. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Now batting, the center fielder, Alec Thomas.
Alec Thomas stands in now for the Diamondbacks. Inside corner, and that's called a strike.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
That one finds the zone, and the count 1-2. Good job to fight that one off. Goes down looking. So 1-2-3 go to Diamondbacks. And they're down 2-0. Back here in Philadelphia, bottom of the 7th, and now for the Phillies, Johan Rojas.
Johan Rojas.
In the air, right side. And it's out of play, a foul ball. That's too low. Ball 1. Just missed. And that
Ball
one is
three.
downstairs. And that's ball 3.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
And a swing and a miss.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Smoked on the ground to second. Toss to Naylor. And they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th.
Now batting, the catcher, Rafael Marchand.
Rafael Marchand now at the plate. And first offering is fouled off. Base is empty, 1 away. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Next offering is in for a strike. That one's upstairs, ball 1.
That's a really good job of laying off the 0-2 high fastball. Is going to make that pitcher really have to respect this hitter, even though he's behind in the count.
That misses the zone. Now 2-2. Got him. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Well, I think that was just a case of a hitter quitting on a pitch. He was looking fastball and didn't see it out of the hand and just left the bat on his shoulder. That was a changeup right over the plate. Probably not the location he was looking for, but the change of speeds is what fooled him, and he got the out.
Stop. The next to hit takes outside. Fastball for a strike.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Lifted in the air down the left side. Fair ball. Now he'll turn for second. The throw in. And he's out.
Got him. That's an out.
Cut down, and that ends the inning. New inning getting started. Here's the second baseman, number 13. First pitch is in the dirt. Stirring in the Phillies bullpen, Jordan Romano, the closer, getting cranked up for a possible save opportunity. Hernandez getting loose as well.
That's ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike.
That one catches the zone. It's 2-2. Cut on and lifted in the air, and that'll fall for a base hit. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Gotta love the resiliency he showed in that at bat, battling with 2 strikes. These days, most outfielders play pretty deep, and I'm not sure if that was a factor there or not, but off the bat, you're thinking it's going to be a pop out, and it just kind of nestled into that spot where no one was able to get to it.
And here is Jose Herrera. Very high with that one. And that's ball 1. With the tying run at the plate, and we're in the top of the 8th. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Drops into the glove, and there's one down. Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Orion Kerkering is done. 2-run ball game as he heads for the dugout, and we'll be back with a new pitcher.
Now pitching.
Now on the bump, Matt Strom.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
And now the right fielder, Corbin Carroll. 0 for 3 in this one. A little bit low.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
1-0.
Tying run at the plate. That one at the knees for a strike. Runner takes off in the dirt.
1 strike.
Safe at second, and that was not close. He hauls it in, 2 away.
And he looked a little tentative on that swing. Almost like he didn't get pitch recognition and tried to slow his bat down just to make contact. I'd rather see a guy swing through it instead of making weak contact and putting it in play, have another pitch where maybe he can drive out of the ballpark.
Perdomo in now, takes ball 1 off the plate. Lefty continues to work, but the closer getting loose in the bullpen. And that one fouled off. And a count 1-2. The tying run at the plate. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Pretty well struck. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. So a job well done from the Philly bullpen that time. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. It's the Phillies 2 and the Diamondbacks nothing.
Now pitching for
Back
Arizona.
now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Scott McGough.
And he comes on here for the first time this season, and I'm sure there's some nerves involved in that, so we'll see how he settles in.
Trey Turner
now.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
Liner caught at second.
From up here, it looked like that liner might be splitting the gap in right center. That's one of those atom balls you just have to live with as a hitter.
Here comes Bryce Harper. Popped up. In position. He's there. He's got it. That's out number 2.
Now batting, designated hitter, Kyle
2 outs, base is empty.
Schwarber.
And now Kyle Schwarber, first round pick out of Indiana back in 2014. In there at the knees, strike 1. 2 down, nobody on. Outside. And that is ball 1. Swing and a liner foul off to the right. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom half of the 8th inning. And that just misses.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees, and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire's strike zone.
And Schwarb strikes out. Phillies go down quietly in the inning. They're up 2-0.
Now pitching
Back
for the
now
Phillies.
and on the mound, the closer,
Number 68.
Jordan Romano. He's pitching on 2 days rest. So now here's the
Leading off
DH,
for
Pavin
Arizona,
Smith,
the designated
1 for
hitter,
3.
Pavin Smith.
There's a strike.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger, and perhaps the best pitch he'll see in this at bat to hit.
Fouls one off out of play, back to our left. Almost got him.
2 strikes.
Outside low, and the count is even 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Up and in, 3-2 now. The 3-2 is outside, and it's ball 4. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
That could
Now
jumpstart an
batting, first
offense
baseman,
that's really
Josh
struggled
Naylor.
to score in this one. Don't want to wake a team up with the free pass.
Fouled off. He was late. Tying run at the plate. That's a slider for a strike.
2 pretty nasty sliders to get this hitter into an 0-2 count. If you're up there at the plate, you got to look up in the zone and spit on anything that's down.
Swings and lines a base hit into left field. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Now
Good
batting,
2-strike
third
hitting right there,
baseman,
but a bit of a lost start for
Suarez.
some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep, so pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it. Now a huge at-bat in this game coming up.
First and second, no outs. Next up for the Diamondbacks, Eugenio Suarez. Close one, doesn't get the call. And that's ball 1. And there's a strike. Good heater at 98.
Well, so many hard-throwing relievers in the game these days, you would think that hitters have made the adjustment, but I don't know if you ever get used to it. Just pumping gas out of the bullpen. So hard to play catch-up.
Not even close there. And it's 2-1.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
A swing and a miss as he chases way out of the zone. With the go-ahead run at the plate here at the top of the ninth. Got him! And that is a big first out.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count off at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
He's 2 outs away. Here's Lourdes Gurriel Jr. And that is out of play.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning. Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
Off balance speed. There's one. To first, not in time. Great effort there.
Now batting, the center fielder,
Tough play right there. Didn't really have enough time to set his feet and make a strong, accurate throw. Had to rush it, but he got it off and he got it there in time to get that out at second base.
Substitution being made at first. On to pinch run. Garrett Hampson.
Garrett Hampson.
So they're down to their final out. Alec Thomas stands in now for the Diamondbacks. And fouled off. That one outside, and it's 1-1. Just missed.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Swing and a foul out of play. One strike away. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Got him! And that is the ball game.
I don't care if you're a top team or you're a middle-of-the-pack team. Every ball club wants to be dominant at home. Winning a game like this just helps to boost the confidence and makes you look forward to coming out again for the next one.
2-0 your final here in this one. The Phillies hang on to win it. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.